Welcome back, guys, and Happy New Year. I know you have really missed our edition of the Azeez podcast. Now, just one or two things we need to put together, and I am so happy that I am back with you guys. Just like on I know now, the Azeez podcast now opportunity for me to bring in everyone, footballers, stakeholders, referees, coaches, everyone that is involved in Nigerian football. Make them come share one or two things with them know, with them don't experience as far as Nigerian football don't they concerned. And I did very happy say since when we start the Azeez podcast, we don't bring in so many people, referees, doctors, coaches, players. And I did very happy again because the person where I bring today now somebody will be say I respect so much. Now big player. Now somebody we don't see everything as long as Nigerian football they concerned. And now somebody will be say in come here today to come share one or two things. If it not be even some of the things where we don't already they discuss when the podcast starts. But today we decide to bring them one other way again. We will take them to the next level. Just like on I know we never do this virtual podcast before. This is our first edition of shooting this kind of virtual podcast, and for me to bring somebody like this, it means say we don't take our podcast to the next level. So on this episode of the Azeez podcast, I bring to you somebody where me and I'm done been teammates before for Lagos. Now somebody will be saying a person where I respect to a very big player. He was also a teammate to the Super Eagles captain Ahmed Musa. He played in man who continue I'm like that. I present to you Leke James, one of Nigeria's best striker, where I don't ever play ball with. So senior man, welcome to the Azeez podcast.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me here.
so senior man, I beg, I want me to use like 1 minute or 2 minutes. Just use them, tell my viewers, listeners, who you be, where you don't play. Then I'll take them up from there.
Okay. As you've mentioned earlier, my name is Leke James, a Nigerian footballer. I've played in Ålesund Football Club in Norway, Molde Football Club in Norway. I played in China also with Beijing Enterprises, played in Saudi, Al Qadsiya Football Club, and played in Turkey, Sivasspor. And then, here we are today. So good to be on the podcast today to discuss one or two vital things happening among players. So
senior man, I caught hand. Thank you for honoring this invitation, and most of them this way. I remember saying, I think you actually went to Norway in 2012 or so, right? Yeah, and something where I believe for life, we say there would always be changes in life. And when you traveled that 2012, what were some comments where some of your former teammates or your former friends will be say on have been the role before, but on a no con they keep up again? You know, as not just a footballer, as a human being, once you upgrade, you will begin to hear comments like, you don't get money now, you know they reason us again. You don't get money, you know they talk to us again. Like, were those comments coming in, and how were you able to cope with comments like that?
Yeah, definitely those comments will come in. Not only, I believe it's not only in football, I think in all walks of life, I think. You know, I think it's a normal, it's like a usual comment, I will say. Of course,
Oh,
those comments they come in, and then it's up to one to know how to handle that, diplomatically, in a way whereby it won't cause some kind of things, or bring up some kind of misunderstanding, or some kind of bitterness and all those kind of things. So all those kind of comments are expected, and I personally, I create a space to expect such comments, and also plan or be proactive on how to tackle those kind of comments. And I always try to be diplomatic about it, because people, how people, for example,
yeah.
you know how people reason sometimes. When you cross that, you cross to the other side of life. They call it, maybe you don't blow, or you don't hammer, or you don't, you start to hear some kind of things
You
like that.
don't get money now. They remember
Yeah,
me.
yeah, things like that. And it's normal. You can't keep up with everybody. It's not
100%.
possible. It's not possible. Yeah, you can't. You can only try. You
Mm.
can only try. So some will say, send us again, waiting. But the fact is, it's normal. When you get to a level, your mentality will start to change, whether you like it or not.
100%. It has to change.
Yeah, your mentality will change.
Yeah.
The way you reason will start to change. The way you see things will start to change. And the kind of people you move with or roll with. That doesn't say, oh, maybe you start with this people, and then, oh, you made it, you just bullshit them away. It doesn't totally mean that way. Because, okay, if you want to grow, while you're growing, yeah,
You have
you
to
need
drop
bigger
people.
challenges. Those people who have the kind of mindset that aligns with yours and all that. As you are growing, you meet different people along the line who will fit or suit into that goal, or
Your growth.
that
Yeah.
yeah, you want to you move it into. So which will help polish that vision you have. you
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
for example, yeah, there might be some that you're growing up with, and uh, there might be a limit where they could be of help to your vision or your goal.
Mm.
So it's just like I said, like it's like, okay, maybe you have this journey or this vision, and there's Mr. ABC. Maybe the limit where Mr. A could go in helping you achieve a certain goal can be where Mr. C or B will start from. We'll take it from that place where Mr. A's elastic limit.
Mm.
You understand?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
by so doing, you are working on your goal. So from there, Mr. B will take off that place where Mr. A stops. So when you move that way, it will now feel, it will bring some kind of feeling like, oh, maybe,
You dropped them aside.
yes, but it doesn't always work that way. If you want to grow, or you are striving for greatness, you don't just remain in the place. If you want to grow with that person, you also move.
Interesting. Interesting. Sorry, Leke. Talking about movements. Talking about movements. Has it ever happened to you that you travel and you are in your base, you are struggling with your career, your football, and you wake up one morning and the next thing you see like 50 different account numbers in your DM asking for money? and even where you are not even balanced yet. How do you cope with situations like that?
Bro, this is a situation where I think every African footballer go through this. I think so. With I will speak for myself. I've taken it as a normal thing or a part of me already. You know,
Okay.
it's normal that you always get in your DMs and people requesting for help or money or whatever. You know, but what you do is you can only do your best. You can only do what you can. You can't do beyond your capacity.
Yeah.
And you can't please everybody. Except if you want to fail or fall or something. It's impossible to please everybody. So you can only try to help the number of people you can and leave the rest. It's you can't do beyond that.
Oh,
you know?
Okay.
Even though you will still do, some will still complain.
Yeah.
They will still be bitter. I can give you an example. I think a long time ago, I think the first time I went to Norway, I think that was my first contract in Norway.
Yeah.
I remember one time like that. It was, and that period I had some challenges then.
Okay.
Financial challenges. It was really tight. Some things came up that period, and things were really tight, you know. So there's this friend of mine, you know. He came up one day and like, bro, this. Well, just to cut it short, he needed financial help, so to say. So I said, okay, and then I'm like, oof, what what a bad timing, you know. But I still tried. I tried to come up with something, even though it was not convenient. It was not convenient at that moment, and it was also not up to the amount he was expecting.
Okay.
Yes. So the comment he made that day, I will never forget that comment. The comment he made that day, I was like, wow. You know, human beings will always remain human beings, and that sense of entitlement is, I think, is the biggest issue there. That sense of entitlement is something else, you know. He made that comment you know, indirectly he was trying to tell me that this amount is the amount that you can just look and just give somebody. If he said he needs something, it's not, you know, he was wondering what I was thinking, you know. I couldn't put it. I wish I could put it the way he brought it out. It was like, oh my god! In my mind, I was like,
He doesn't even know what
like,
you were
he didn't even know what
I
went through. You know, he didn't. He wasn't even aware of, or he doesn't even. He couldn't even relate to what was going on with me then. You know, because you know, at that point you can't start saying, you are going through this, you're going through that. I can't. You know how it is. If you start explaining, it's like you are wasting your time.
Your time.
Yeah, just do, because they always think, oh, you are finding excuses to not help or this, because they always believe, when you are there, you are abroad, everything is.
Talking about sense of entitlement. Have you ever cut off a friend, like someone that used to be your close friend, that suddenly became a entitled person? Like, he was so entitled that he started using harsh words on you. Have you ever, or can you cut off somebody like that completely?
I think sometimes it gets so annoying. you get so pissed sometimes that even though you don't cut that person off, maybe there'll be a little bit of distance.
Mm.
You know, might not cut him off totally, but there will be a distance. You know,
Yeah.
there'll be distance between, and it will. I think that person also will know that okay, something is, but there will be a distance.
Oh, okay. So, have you ever gotten to that level where you would have to change your WhatsApp number just because the pressure is getting too much?
Me personally, I didn't really change that much. What will I think I only changed few times. Maybe when I change the country where I play. Maybe I moved
Okay.
to a country and
Oh.
all that. Then those are the periods I think I've changed numbers. But still, you know, as it is, you know, you have several numbers. You don't only have one number. At the end of the day,
Oh.
you end up having
Yeah.
2, 3 numbers, you know, and then maybe a couple of them will be active and you know how to separate them, you know, so that you'll be able to manage those calls and messages and all that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
So, there is this particular conversation that that is always trending on social media, and I've always looked for an opportunity to discuss this thing. You get, in fact, no need make I dey speak English too much. I no be graduate like you. Let me come down
No
to
be by English now.
make I come down to one level. E get one particular conversation I want me and you discuss am.
Okay.
E get one incident wey happen between Kelechi Iheanacho, senior man. Dem say one of im guy travel all the way from so place come Lagos come meet Kelechi Iheanacho or something like that. They say if Kelechi Iheanacho dey go club, him dey carry the guy go club. If him dey do anything, him dey carry the guy dey do. Then when the guy wan come go back to base, they say Kelechi Iheanacho give the guy 25,000 naira. So many people out there come begin dey insult Kelechi Iheanacho. You know, when stuff like that happen, different people have different ways of thinking. Everybody get how they take the reason something, but the only thing wey me I just reason for that matter, na like when in dey carry you, they go club. You for don already tell am say you know they go club. Oh. If you want give you money, make him give you money. And if he decide not to give you anything, you are not entitled to it. It depends on what comes to his mind that he wants to give you. So I need you to share your 2% on issues like that. Say your guy can't see you, you give him 25,000 naira, him come begin the vex. What is the wetin the vex there about?
Well, this issue is a common issue actually.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of footballers will have passed through this particular one you mentioned.
Mm.
We're still talking about this entitlement thing. One, well, I wasn't there. I never knew what transpired between them and how everything played then. About whether they gave him 25,000 or whatever. But according to what you mentioned, that okay, he's about leaving, he gave him 25k to go. One, he gave him that money from his heart. He didn't ask for it, if I'm not mistaken, according to your story.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Now that 25k he gave the guy. Is he the guy? Is he entitled to that money? No,
at all.
This is like a free will. He gave him freely out of, according to the story.
Yeah.
So now what I want to ask, is it the guy that was saying, "Oh, that money is too small," or the people around, or the
No,
guy
the guy
who?
actually, the guy posted it on Facebook.
Oh,
He posted it on Facebook that make people see wetin Iheanacho give am. Then
okay.
people now, he now posted pictures of when him and Iheanacho, when they were small.
Mm-hmm.
People now started insulting Iheanacho that why you go give your childhood friend 25,000 naira. But to me, you can be my friend and I am not your friend. It is very, very possible. And I
Yeah.
am not
So
even entitled. I am
yeah,
not even
that is
entitled to give you
yeah.
money.
Everything just boils down to that sense of entitlement.
Hmm.
Okay, they grew together, or okay, what, and so you should carry
Billions.
life burdens or what? Or I don't, the way we reason, is, yeah, we know that, yeah, we are Africans and we try to help each other, but the extent to which people are taking this thing is too much. Sometimes they forget that these players are human beings too. They have their own problems and all that.
Hmm.
So this guy, for example, now is a different ball game if he really needs money and then he sits Iheanacho down and say, bro, please, I need money, so amount for this. That one is different, that you ask for it. This one that he gave you, according to the story, you didn't ask for it. He just
No.
gave it, and then even if you are not happy with the amount,
You don't have to take it to social
you can
media.
be grateful because you didn't ask for it. He just gave you out of love and all that. Okay, yeah, the amount is small, you are not happy, then do you really need to go and post and this and say
Yeah,
to
you
people,
want
look
the
at
whole
what
world.
he
You
gave
actually
me?
want the whole world to see that,
Yes,
okay,
so what are you
he's
trying
giving
to
you
do?
20.
Are you
So
trying
it
to
means you are
ridicule him?
exposing him.
Yes, so you're trying to
And that
ridicule him, or
also means you are not even his friend, because if you are his friend, you will not post that.
yes, then that means you are not a friend.
That is it.
Because now you're like trying to give him a bad image.
So everybody will, you want everyone to paint him bad now.
Yes,
You get. So
that's
this
then you
is
say
one
he's your
problem
friend.
that we face as a Nigerian. So this also brings me to this question now. You as a person, you as a footballer, where do you draw the line between being generous and being taken for granted, or being taken advantage of? Like now, okay, normal. You just look this person, say once in a while, maybe they bless the person. That one is just being generous from your own side. Then before you know, the person won't come turn them to weekly duty. Like, where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line?
Yeah, different people with different mode of approach to this kind of scenario.
Yeah.
Like, there are some people that you help, you give them, a particular token, you try to make it regular and maybe not so regular, but they have designed a calendar that thing that you've been dropping to them, once in a while. They have designed a calendar that they are actually expecting it always, and they even have some, like, a plan. They design a plan on which they will be using that token they are getting from you, which is, it's just like okay, take this once in a while. So they have now they do a plan on those kind of tokens.
They don't drop plan, say on the 27th. On the 27th, Leke must drop money.
Yes. So whenever that token doesn't come in, or maybe something comes up and that token doesn't come in, then there will be a new super story.
Side talks.
Yes. A new super story will start to play and all those kind of things, But as I said earlier, these are things that come into play like so many times that
So
you
Leke James, before you eat limelight, before you come out for Kaduna, okay, make I put them this way. I don't know, but we as guy, we grew up from Lagos. You grew up for Kaduna, eh? We if we come back to base, anytime we come back to base, we won't play ball for area. The way we area boys they take the rush us, now they must, like many, not everywhere in Lagos, but many places in Lagos, now money they won't come collect, and some places them they take them in a very aggressive way that yeah, something like that. It happen for Kaduna.
Yeah, it happens in Kaduna, but not like Lagos. You know, the way they do it in Lagos is more direct and more aggressive, I think. But I think in Kaduna they are a bit more reserved, but they will still come around and okay, what's going to us? If you don't give, you go. They will not. But like Lagos, for example, I think they will even hit your car and they will like say some stupid things to you, right?
Yeah.
They will start insulting you or saying some things. But yeah, in Kaduna they will come around, they will, come around you, they will like, but they don't go so aggressive like that. But what you just do then is okay, you that you are around then and you're there for a short period of time and you go there to train, you prepare yourself before you go to such places, because definitely people will come around and they need to give you give the amount that you can and you leave.
Yeah. So you now as a professional footballer, share you owe your grassroots team anything? Like now must may you they give your grassroots team something?
No, personally is something I love to do that I do, but I don't think it's nice to do it because okay, yeah, it's your grassroots team, and with FIFA, I think there is some kind of measures they put in place on your transfers that there's some little token that will come out from
that goes back to your grassroots team,
the grassroots team, and all those things, which is meant to be taking care of those things. Actually, this particular one, I wasn't aware of it from the scratch when I moved. It was later I found out about this, and luckily I found out that even most of the grassroots teams now, I think that awareness is there now, and I think they a lot of them know about that now, and they are requesting for it, and I think they are working on those areas in order to get all those entitlements. Even if it is little, it will still go a long way, So, but me personally, anytime I come around, I always try to do something for my grassroots team. No matter how small, I always go there to do some things for them.
Yeah. Talking about grassroots teams, I still go back to this Lagos Kaduna professional footballers. As far as I dey concerned, if you be Lagos boy, you don't travel. If you like Real Madrid, you can't come back to Lagos. You say me just follow them your boys play ball. Then they wipe you like say that they wipe their mates. Then they jam you like say that they jam their mates. It be like that for Kaduna.
Of course, now it's like that. No, it depends, but some are like that because they really want to show themselves. I understand where you're coming from. Maybe some, I don't know if some are doing it out of jealousy, or would I say
jealousy, anger,
yes. Jealousy, anger, and all that, But some, I believe, they are doing it because they want to show themselves. They want to show that they are also there. They are
They want
tough.
they want to say I mark Leke James.
Yes, they want to show that they do maybe like a defender there that is playing against me. He want to show that he's tough. He's there. He stopped me today. All those kind of things. They'll feel really proud of themselves doing that. So yeah, it's good sometimes when you get those kind of challenges. It makes it a little bit more fun. But sometimes you won't want to go all in because of injuries.
Yeah. Like I talk, as a professional footballer, if it can't happen, say at that particular period, you are unattached, you are back to Nigeria, and people still keep on billing you the way that they bill you before. How player will take cope with something like that? Because I get friend. Why I ask this question? They say I get friend when in get club, in they do for people. I say no come get club again because in the fear billing, the agree come outside to come train or do anything. He's always inside. And me, I try to tell him, say, guy, you can't just stay inside. So you as a person, maybe it never happened to you before, but how you see him, what do you think such players can do to help themselves?
Yeah, I think it's just to open up and I know one or two that have they'll come out playing, or maybe even jokingly, when you're around, sometimes some people come to your house, people come around, one or two are laying their problems that they want you to help them to solve. I don't want to tell them, even if it is jokingly, that I know they work, I don't get work again, I just miss up the manage, but any small way I feel, I could just manage, the OT I give before, if you get that like that, trying to, unlike trying to still stay on that lane where you're giving more than you can actually give, thereby killing or hurting yourself more. So you can't just go and say you want to play too much to over displease yourself. It doesn't where I don't support that kind of thing, because these people are like that. There are sometimes that, okay, for example, you get tired, there's several situations like that. You give this person today, he come back the next day, the same thing, he come back the third day, you get angry sometimes, like, you are not the only one. There are so many people who need help here. You are coming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the same thing. Come on,
Yeah. So as you did like this now, do you have any friend where we say this person right from when you did small, this person believe you die, say you must play ball, even if the person they help, they give you money back then, the person they motivate you, they support you from when you did small till now. Do you still have someone like that?
Yeah, I have. I have one or two friends.
Waiting be those things where those people they do for you that time where we say go feel let you forget them or throw away them?
Say there are one or two like that. Like we grew up together, we're playing the hood together, and we're like brothers, Sometimes we all eat together, we play together, we do some little crazy things around together, those childhood things now, and then that moral support, they give motivation to get we all are playing together, but when it gets to one level, they will see that okay, you is like maybe you will go. They will feel that okay, maybe you will go a little more far, or your talent is more obvious, So
than theirs.
instead of having that envy or jealousy, which some will do, this one will try to push and say, no, you must, because it's obvious already, everywhere, you try to push and keep motivating you to let you know that, no, this thing, you go make am, Baba, you get everything to take. So, all those kind of things, So, not necessarily that they give you money or that push, that motivation, that belief, to help you achieve your goals is priceless,
So, have you ever had any friend, maybe a friend, a teammate, anybody that, as you did that way, when you come to say things don't soft, him now, him come become lazy based on you they give him money, him stop to the play ball. Just because him believe say, now my guy, him go they give me money steady. Have you ever had any of such incidents where someone that you know say this person sabi play ball, instead make him just maybe just face one or two small challenge, instead make him still push, him can't stop, then open say, my guy don't do that way, now my guy go to send me money steady. Have you ever had that kind of incidents before?
I've had, but not footballing per se. Yeah, they're playing, but it got to a level where football switched away from being the first priority because of time, age, and all that. They are still playing, but also trying to do something on the side in case football doesn't work, because you know how it is now. We all can be playing, but not everybody will still go make them for the football. If it be say another place,
Yeah, so now still the same thing I dey ask. What if your guy deliberately to leave whatever him they do because him don't see you say you dey up and him believe say you go to send that money? How do you handle situations like that?
There are incidences, but they didn't totally stop. But I felt that a bit relaxed. That push, that strive, to attain their personal goal, like to get to that next level. That push dropped.
Yeah.
Felt relaxed that this guy is there. Everywhere is all soft. He does do all right. Anyhow, That I felt that, and then I called one or two. We sat down and tried to talk to them. That it's not all about you. No one knows tomorrow. If you just say, God forbid I wouldn't die early. God, you never know what tomorrow will look like.
Yeah,
I wake up tomorrow and say my enemy don't know day again. So what will not be your fate? So I go, just continue what you're doing. The study is to continue further and finish.
Yeah, so without the round up small, but you still get one or two topics where I need to touch. We have seen some African players. Okay, make I use Mane, Sadio Mane as an example. According to what people talk, they say he built one big mosque for in state or something, for in village. We have also seen some other African players that has done that. Now, Shena must, now responsibilities, Shena something where you must do as a Nigerian or as an African player, now something where you must do.
Yeah. To be a philanthropist is good, but no one mandates you to do it. It's not mandatory.
Okay.
But I think it's a good gesture if you have the ability or the capacity to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like companies that doing all the CSR stuff that most organizations do. It's important. That's why there's a department for that handles those kind of things. To add to humanity. To support humanity and all that. So it's a great gesture, and if you have the capacity or the ability to do it, it's a good thing to do. So it's a good one. If you have the ability, it's good, but it's not mandatory. Nobody will come and arrest you and say you didn't do it, but it's good to do it if you can, if you have the ability.
Yeah. Lastly, why do so many players, if they don't play reach certain level, then they come out for them base, they go another place, go stay?
Example, like what do you mean?
Like somebody like you now. I hear saying Abuja you did now, you don't come up for Kaduna. So many other players like that. So many other players. Them base where they take grow, go. They mostly come out. Why it be like that? Growth.
Yeah, finish now.
Is it growth? Is it growth, or or disturbance too much, or you just want to upgrade?
No, not really. Sometimes you have taste, to be sincere. Sometimes you have wishes, you have taste. Sometimes your taste will change, and or maybe what you wish for, you now have the ability to execute that wish, and then you go for it. But mine is not really titled. It's mixed, because I where I wanted to be, where I am, it's a bit smaller, and the area I was looking for to set up something, I couldn't get that much space there. So I had to just to move, and also but still most times when I come around, I still spend a lot of time in Kaduna, but the base actually shifted to Abuja.
Yeah. Leke James, lastly before we go, you come back from foreign and you have just one spare boot. Your brother won't collect them, your in-law won't collect them, your friend won't collect them. Who you they give? If you come back from abroad, you don't already share every other boot where you carry come. So now only one spare boot now remain. Your brother, your younger brother won't collect them. Your in-law won't collect them. Your paddy won't collect them. Who you they give?
These are strong one.
I just want to know who you they give.
In that, for this instance, I will the two out of the three people that I know that have high level of understanding, that will understand and not allow their emotions to take the best part of them. So already there are three people that I know. So definitely I will know the two out of them that will have a better understanding, that will be able to absorb that disappointment, or if they look at it that way.
Yes, perfectly.
So the least I will give the boot to the person that has that least understanding.
Yeah, and do you think whatever decision you have taken there, the other two people would be able to understand you perfectly?
And that's what I say now. So I will take the two that I know that they will have better understanding, to be able to manage that situation. That okay, now only one day, I give this.
Okay.
But when I go sort own back for now.
Oh.
Another person will not understand that, will not take that lightly. Say, okay, so that these are not better. Me, where I don't do, those kind of things. So I will just go. Yeah.
Lastly, most footballers where I don't see, they always carry their mama travel. Okay, by God's grace, they carry your mom say travel now. Make she go watch your match. Then your wife insists that you carry her mama travel, and at that period you have to choose one. You have to choose one person at that period.
Okay, to travel.
Yes. Make them go watch your match.
What do you mean?
You won't carry your mom see, go watch your match. And at that period, you have only just one person to carry. Then your in-law, your wife say you must carry her mama join body. What are you going to do?
No, I've already agreed that okay, I'm carrying my mama too. Then you now come up that why now one comes before one now. I've already said that. I think if you have come up with it first, then we can look into it. Say okay. You first come first out now.
Okay, my bro. I did very, very happy say you honor my invitation, and we don't already come to the end of this particular podcast, and I throw a salute. Thank you so much, senior man. Before you go, now you go just help me sign out. Tell people to follow us on all social media platforms and make them subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Azeez podcast. So we'll just do our say goodbye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello everyone out there. Please subscribe to the Azeez podcast. You will enjoy it, you will love it, you will not regret it. Please kindly subscribe.
Thank you, senior man. I appreciate it.